Hello, my name is Jared Hartwig, and today I will be going over my Computer Science 451 Yelp database project. For this project, we were tasked with creating an application that could take dataset information from a database and output given user info based off a Yelp dataset. So I'll go ahead and run my code here. And right away, you can see that the application pops up. This labeled Milestone 3. We can see state and city information with zip code and categories. To the right of that, we see zip code statistics, which has information for number of businesses, total population, and average income, and type categories. Below that, we have a business table, and below that, we have successful businesses and popular businesses. So we were tasked with 4 use cases for this project. The first of which was to search with the state, city, and zip code to display businesses. The second use case was to display the zip code statistics of a given zip code. The third use case was to specify businesses using categories, so breaking down the business table into subsections. And the final use case was to define what popular and successful businesses were and then output that to the UI. So if we start with the first use case, search with the state, city, and zip code to display businesses, we can go to the state and city information section and click on state. Here we see a drop down of various states, and we can click on Arizona here. So I'm going to use the example that was used in the project description, that being Chandler, Arizona, with a zip code of 85248. So if we go down to Chandler here, we break down the businesses even farther. As you can see here, the business information is already being displayed. We have the business name, the city where it's found, the state that it's found, the zip code that it's in, our overall stars, review count, review rating, and overall check-ins. Now I'll go to the zip code here. And as you can see, the rest of the table has been populated based off that zip code information. But if we look here, we can see all businesses found in Chandler, Arizona with the zip code of 85248. Now, so just to clarify that this is the correct output, we can look here and see that the first business is Albright Dental, followed by Arby's, followed by Baskin Robbins. If we go here to the project description, we can see when you input Arizona, Chandler, 85248, we get, Albright Dental, Arby's, and Baskin Robbins. So this is the example of what the first use case should look like. So now that we know that that is the correct output for use case 1, we can move on to use case 2, which is displaying the zip code statistics for a given zip code. Now, as we can see, we're using the same example as the project description. So the output ended up being 41 for total businesses, 29,798 for total population, and 93,398 for the average income. So if we want to cross-check that, we can see here, number of businesses 41, total population 29,798, average income 93,398. Just to show that similarly the query to get the zip code statistics from the data set was correct. Now, just to clarify, we can change the city and state, which will then clear all tables. Just to show that the information isn't going to overlap. It's not going to create these into extra lists or anything like that. So just showing that real fast. Perfect. So going back to Chandler, Arizona as our example, we can go on to the top category section. While not technically specified as a use case, I just wanted to put that in there as well. Just shows the categories in a given zip code and then kind of the total count of number of businesses that fall under those categories in said zip code. So again, we can change this here and see that the total top categories would change per zip code. Okay, then we'll go back to Chandler here. Perfect. Our third use case is to specify businesses using categories. So what that means is, given all of our business information from state, city, and zip code, we can break it down into specific values or specific business names based off the category that the business falls in. So for example, like Arby's being fast food or Baskin Robbins being ice cream. We can go down here, just like burgers, we have Blue Burger Grills, and so on and so forth. So it just breaks it down into what category was specified inside the database. So just some examples of that. So that basically covers use case number 3. Finally, we have use case 4, which is the popular and successful businesses. So in the data set, there's no given values for what is popular and successful. So we were tasked with creating an algorithm and defining that ourselves inside of a SQL query, and then outputting that to the UI. So for successful businesses, starting with successful, I took the sum of the average rating plus the stars and took the average of that value to get a new overall rating for said business. And then I also outputted the review count just to kind of show the difference, of a business that has a high rating but a low amount of reviews, so that when the user sees that, this one has 8 or this one has 8, one has 1 review and one has 86 reviews, they can take that into consideration. But in terms of success, high rating means a more popular and successful business. So having the value out of 10 based off that average was kind of my definition of success. So as you can see, we have Jones Family Dentistry at number 1 with an 8.5 rating, and then going down to 8 and so on and so forth. Now jumping over to the popular businesses, for this, I simply took the number of check-ins and the review count to find the total number of interactions for a given business. Popularity is typically based off foot traffic and interactions. So in my mind, it made the most sense to take the 2 values that defined interactions with a said business and use that as the way of defining popularity. So as you can see, we have the pizzeria at the top with 86 check-ins, check-ins being the number of reviews and the number of check-ins combined, and then going on based off that. So, a business that has literally no reviews and no check-ins is going to be a lot less popular than a business that has 86 reviews and check-ins combined. That's basically how I define successful and popular businesses, and that kind of wraps up use case 4. That's basically the project. I just wanted to say thank you for the semester. It's been a great experience, and I learned a lot in databases. And thank you for watching this video. Hope you have a great day. Thanks.